I have confidence in the votes being counted properly in these states. I think that we have sufficient oversight. I think
Same.
there's been a lot of accountability for January
Mhm.
6th, and otherwise for all kinds of interference, election denial that has spawned into violence, et cetera. I actually feel probably more confident this time than going into 2020 because there's been so much examination of this. However, I also know that there are a lot of problems that could emerge at the local level. And so the closer these elections they are, the easier it is for those who want to pull off the shenanigans to attempt, right? So if you have a precinct that comes down to a couple of votes, of course they're going to, contest that and they're going to drive really hard. And so that's why we just have to make this win completely undeniable. I feel really confident that she's going to win. VP Harris is going to win the popular vote, but we've got to, in all of these swing states, just win definitively, right? So that it just makes all of these attempts are going to be pathetic anyway, but they are not going to have a leg to stand on if we do that. In terms of convincing people like that your vote matters anyway, I think that this whole notion that I'm glad Tim Walz has picked up saying this. I know all of you have said this for a while, but I think people are beginning to get that sense of like, if you may not do politics, politics is going to do you. And really to me, two things are really important when talking to people, in addition to that, about your vote. It is, we need to respect the people who came before us, who fought so hard for us to have this right to vote. Like, don't disrespect that. A lot has that, and we need to continue to be part of bending this arc towards justice and not the other way around. And then the other thing too is really this sort of, if I don't vote, I am seriously saying that I'm okay with a bunch of like old white men like making all the decisions.
Oh,
Right?
no, not okay with that.
No, not okay with that. I mean, we get to decide who's going to be at the table, each and every one of us, by deciding to sit at that table or not. And if we opt out, that's who we're giving our power to. And yeah, I'm not okay with that as a mother, as a woman, as someone who wants to continue to see our nation be one that is not just really ruled by old men and actually reflects who we are.
I love that you said bending the arc towards justice because it requires us bending it. It doesn't just bend on its own.